for my 7-day cycling trip in Australia. Finally done packing with my bike and time to head to airport soon. I'm gonna miss this little one. This time round I'm flying Qantas to Australia, Sydney. It's time for takeoff. Goodbye Singapore. The beef noodle was super delicious. Good morning, it's gonna touch down soon and I had such a good sleep on board. I witnessed such a beautiful sunrise on board as well. Hello Sydney, I'm finally here after 7 hours of flight. Thankfully, all our bikes have arrived safely with us as well. Time to head to the hotel. The bus comes with a trailer so it can fit our bike perfectly. As you can tell, I'm super excited. Time to assemble my bike and I'm using this Side Plus pump and super convenient to bring along when traveling. All you gotta do is just set the PSI of the pump and just put it in. It will start pumping within minutes. How useful is it? And it's perfect to bring for traveling or for your long ride. Go and check out the description and there's a discount for you guys to enjoy. Yeah, our bike is all ready. It's time to head out to explore the city. Loving the weather here, super chilly and cool. The first stop of the day is Sydney Fish Market. It is super crowded at 9 AM in the morning. Can you just look at how fresh these oysters are? As a seafood lover, I was super happy to see all this super fresh seafood and I can't wait to have it for my breakfast. Oh, please look at the lobster and prawns. They look huge. We have gotten some baked cheese potato scallop as well as fish and chips. Cheers to an exciting week of riding. After breakfast, we head to Darling Habour for a walk. The weather was perfect. It was cloudy, but yet it's super chilly. As we were waiting for the rain to stop, we head to a gelato store to grab a cup of coffee, as well as never too early for a cone of gelato, right? There were so many flavors to choose from. And of course, I gotta choose the pistachio. It's a must for me. Can I just say the ice cream is super delicious.
Thank you.
Finally, it's time for check-in. I'm staying at Mercure, Sydney for a night. The room is huge and it looks beautiful. Hi there. You definitely have sufficient space to put one bike box as well as a bike or even two as well. The bed is super comfy to sleep in. Can you just look at this view? I was super blessed to overlooking this view from my room and the sun is finally out. It's time to head out for a ride. It's my first ride in Australia. Time to head out to explore the city. The weather was perfect. All I have was to don on a windbreaker. We went to take a look at the Habour Bridge as well as the Sydney Opera House. We went to the Royal Botanic Garden, Sydney as well. These are bike paths and I love how Sydney are covered with bike paths and is super accessible from one place to another. Of course, we are heading to the Bondi beach to have a look. It's just something different about exploring a city on the bike compared to on a foot or in the car. It's so special to ride around the city. We are here at Bondi Beach. Look at that view! There were so many people who were swimming and surfing as well. Guess who has her first puncture on the first day of her trip? Thank you Vincent for helping me. At least we caught the sunset. It's time to head back to the hotel. This is Centennial Park that we have right past and can I just say this is one of my favorite spots to ride in Sydney. It's super beautiful and I heard during October and November these trees will be purple color. I can't wait to see it next time. As I mentioned earlier, these are all bike paths so you are super safe to ride on this road. I saw so many cyclists and runners along the way. First day of Sydney City Ride was super successful. It was pretty short route but it was beautiful that I managed to catch so many landmarks of Sydney. It was my first time riding in a cooling weather and I got to say I love it so much. It's time for dinner. We are heading to Chinatown to stumble upon this dark blood noodle shop. It was super delicious. The Mercure Sydney staff were so sweet. They sent me a food platter. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll be riding from Sydney to Wollongong. Please stay tuned. See you for the next video. Remember to subscribe.